Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Ghost Rider 2099. This is a one-shot, but I got news. Hey, y'all know this is the variant cover, but on both covers they're showing the chainsaw, Hellfire Chainsaw, which is just freaking epic, man. I love this stupid thing. Oh my god. Why? Like we're all just shamefaced for never thinking about this in the first place. A freaking Hellfire Chainsaw. My god, man. My God. All right, let's go talk about 5 things who made this comic book after we discuss who made the book. So, this is Ed Brisson on writing, Damian Cosiero on art, sorry for butchering that name, Dano Sánchez-Almara on colors, VC's Joe Caramagna on letters, Valerie Giangiordano and Frank D'Armata on the cover, and Kyle Holtz and Dan Brown doing one variant cover with Ron Lim and Israel Silva doing another. Jay Bowen did the design for this baby, so check this out, man. Also, I think for the sake of conversation, Gary Friedrich, Mike Plug, Roy Thomas, they created the Ghost Rider in the first place, based off of other ideas, based off a song also, but no, this was, like, Johnny Blaze was a very unique version of the Ghost Rider. It's just using somebody else's name. Anyhow, holy crap, this is good. Hey, let's talk about number 1 on this list, and that is Johnny Blaze is still the king of hell. This is 2099, all right? This is like 80 years or so, give or take, depending on the Marvel flying time scale. Might be, 5 minutes in the future, but you get the gist, right? The idea is that this is freaking Johnny Blaze still in charge of hell. Still the king of hell, baby. Here, however, they call it Ghostworks. I love that name. I love that name. Every mythology, every religion that's soon to become a mythology, they all of them have some name or place for where the bad people go. So I love it, at least in monotheism. Absolutely love that. I love this. This is freaking awesome. So I'm at number 2 on this list, and that is Kenshiro. Kenshiro is the actual person who is the Ghost Rider in this, and it's a very different take on the Ghost Rider here. This is an entirely new character. His first appearance, Kenshiro, he likes to be called Zero. His first appearance is actually in 2099 Alpha, but this, however, is his origin story. On top of that, you also get the first appearance of the Ghost Rider form itself, which you don't get in 2099 Alpha. So they're both actually crucial issues, 2099 Alpha and Ghost Rider 2099. So if you're a collector, you need them both. I think you technically need all of the 2099 books. I do believe they're actually going someplace. Anyway, let's talk about number 3 on this list, and that is Hellfire Chainsaw. Yeah, I said it before, all right? I also meant to point out this is the first appearance of the Hellfire Chainsaw and, the origin story for it. Anyway, I love this. I love this freaking idea. How did none of us ever think of a Hellfire Chainsaw before? It takes Ed Brisson. Speaking of that, let's talk about number 4 on this list, and that is Ed Brisson for CEO of all things Ghost Rider. That's right, I said it. And maybe I'm getting the title wrong. Maybe they should call it something else less intimidating, like Ghost Rider God Emperor. I don't know. I'm just trying to imagine here, all right? But this dude, look, man, I loves me some Ed Brisson, right? His art, his storytelling, it is freaking unsurpassable. What this guy does is amazing, all right? I'm telling you, go back and you look at some of the stuff. When I talked to him at the most recent Fan Expo Canada, he told me this story that just shocked me. He went with a whole bunch of his, this was a different Comic-Con that he did a while ago. I think it was actually in the States, whatever. And he brought a whole bunch of his independently created and independently owned, independently published comic book. All right. He brought a whole bunch of these and he was selling them for like $1, for a lousy $1. Just try to get it out there. Like, hey. And by the end of the con, he had 2 issues left, only 2. And he's like, if I go home with these 2 issues in my bag, dude, that's 2 issues that, 2 chances that it could have gotten into the hands of somebody who's actually going to buy the comic book. So as people are walking by and he's almost finished packing up, he just hands the 2 issues to 2 people walking by. It's like, hey, here, it's a free comic book, man. I'm just, it's the end of the day. Just, go ahead, give it a read. Maybe you'll like it. Who knows? One of those 2 people happened to be somebody fairly important. I don't remember. I don't know if he said who. I don't know. He didn't say who. I don't know if he knows who, but somebody pretty big in Marvel. And eventually that got up to the food chain. far enough where people start making phone calls, and he got that phone call, and that's how he got his way into Marvel, which is a freaking epic story, and that really tells you you never know. You never know which one it's going to be, you know? So I love that. I love that. A hugely inspiring story. All that being said, this is what this guy is made of. This is what this guy does. Even his basic stories are freaking entertaining as hell. And almost everything that this guy has written, I have loved and adored. And now all of a sudden, all that he's been doing with the Ghost Rider series, with this Ghost Rider, with him, adding Ghost Rider to something else here and there, I'm just saying, I think the guy needs to be made some kind of a president in charge of Ghost Rider, all things, because. Let it go at that, my peeps. Let it go at that. Finally, let's talk about number 5 on this list, and that is, this is going to be ongoing. Yeah, all of the other books. I don't know if there's going to be a Ghost Rider 2099 issue number 2. I kind of hope there is. All of the other books are introductions to new characters or new things happening in the story, something big that's going to be happening pretty soon with the 2099 universe. These books are going to matter. I've talked about it before. It's evident. It's obvious. These books are going to matter. That being said, some of these characters are going to matter just a little bit more. And I'm glad that one of those characters that is going to matter a lot more is Ghost Rider 2099. My peeps, I'm telling you, this is a freaking fantastic, it's a variant cover. This is a fantastic book no matter which cover we're looking at. This is awesome. Love this. Absolutely freaking love this. Yeah, I'm going to highly recommend you all go out and grab this. By the way, this is the Lemon Silva cover. It's, things right here. Yeah. So anyway, awesome stuff. Awesome sauce. Also, in case I forgot to mention, Hellfire Chainsaw. And that's it, guys. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.